this thing. Honestly, it's getting annoying. Alright, so now that we're ready to stream, it's all good. My door is open. I gotta close that. Right here is a USB. I might throw it at the door and see what it does. Never mind. This thing might weird weapon. I was about to say, oops.
Welcome.
Oh my god, something new in the item shop, guys. Oh my god. Fine. You might be thinking, oh wait, I thought we were doing something else. Well, you thought wrong, cause you guys are gonna be watching that I need something to hold this. Okay, I'm using my old way now. You guys,
experiencing tremendous guilt. I told no one, so I kind of just sat in that soul-crushing guilt.
alright guys,
So
so
finally,
yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. memorable moment actually came from the campsite we were staying in. I was feeding some ducks, and one of them got really comfortable around us and would even eat bread straight out of our hands. And me being the animal-loving boy I am, I decided to pick it up. The duck actually didn't mind being picked up at all and actually seemed to like being pet. And so I sat down on a bench and spent the good part of the afternoon just petting this random duck. However, all good things must come to an end. The duck decided that it had had enough, so it quacked and pooped all over me. And sure, it was disgusting to be pooped on, but that got me thinking. It's actually a very good strategy to make someone let go of you. If you're ever being kidnapped, be sure to try this out. Just bend over and poop all over them. They'll let go. So that was fun. This other time when I was like 4, my brothers gave me coal for Christmas and said that Santa had given it to me because he hated me. And I cried about it. That was a good year. So the moral of the story is that Santa hates me. Merry Christmas.
The new house is amazing.
Except there's this
rat problem. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
People like us, we need power. We need to feel alive. Maybe even to be alive. Pizza triple cross. You're a monster.
It's getting...
Hey, what? Did you just put pineapple on pizza?
It's just a topping. This is what I like on my pizza.
Well, pineapple is nasty! I can't believe you put that on your pizza!
Wait, how did you find my address?
I'm gonna unsubscribe!
Hey, no, don't you do that. Screw you! I'm keeping this pineapple on my pizza. Leave me alone.
Everybody, attack!
Wait, what? So pizza. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. I think that's just a universal claim. There's pizza for everyone. There's so many kinds. I'm lactose intolerant. Boom! Have a dairy-free pizza. I have celiac disease. Boom! Gluten-free pizza. I'm an actual monster. Boom! Broccoli on pizza. I don't like any of the ingredients to pizza. Boom! Have a pizza gummy, or a pizza bagel, or a pizza cupcake. There's so much pizza! But there is one type of pizza that isn't for everybody. The forbidden fruit, if you will. Pineapple pizza. The incarnation of hatred. Satan's Friday night meal. Everyone hates pineapple pizza. But why? I, for one, think it's good. It's not my favorite pizza, but I think it's good. And there are many worse flavors than pineapple pizza, like lettuce and onions. What? But when it comes to worst pizzas, pineapple gets all the slack. Well, to truly understand why, we have to go back. Way back. Follow me.
Fortnite, it's changed. And today we're going to be doing some testing to see how it's changed and what has changed. So, if you've been living under a rock, you may not know that squads within the world of Fortnite about a week ago or so was completely changed. People believe that skill-based matchmaking is a system which essentially puts you in lobbies with similar skilled players had ultimately been removed from squads and only squads. I jumped in, I dropped a solo versus squad 23-game kill win. However, after a little bit more research, it turned out that maybe skill-based matchmaking hadn't been turned off, but instead, lobbies had just been flooded with literal AI bots. Anywhere between 60 and 80% of a whole squad's game filled with them, and that's why it was so easy. Now this is where the bad news comes in, and I am upset. It turns out that squads has been changed yet again, and this is where the big question is going to be asked. Has skill-based matchmaking been turned back on, or has the number of bots been reverted? Because either way, lobbies feel more like they did back in the day with a lot of good players than they did before all of those bots were flooding the map. However, a lot of leakers are saying, well, there's no coding in the game to say that squads has had skill-based matchmaking fully turned back on. Apparently, all they've done is just reduce the number of the crazy amount of bots that were on the map.
My name is Bryson, and welcome to my new channel. Please enjoy it. Okay, now get super pumped, because it's going to be awesome. So, I thought I could kick off the channel by telling the first funny story. Okay, here goes. When I was 8 or 9 or 10 or 11, so yeah, however old I was, my mom decided to help one of her friends by babysitting her, 39 children at our house. And to make it worse, one of the kids had a huge crush on me. She would follow me around and stuff, and I did not like her back. I tried to get away from her by going downstairs, but when I got down there, I saw all the children were down there, and they were trashing our freaking basement. One of them was literally taking board games off the shelf, one by one, and dumping them out. And that was only one of them. Goodness knows what the others were doing. I couldn't even handle it. I just went upstairs and told my mom. And my mom was all like, okay, everyone, we're going to the pool right now. She was probably just trying to reflect their destructiveness off our house and onto the neighborhood pool. It probably sucked for the people that were there, just like, having a nice time at the pool. When suddenly a literal wave of destructive little devil children smashes into the pool. Anyways, when we got there, I was just sitting in the shallow end trying to recover from what just happened at the house when I turned and saw her. She was staring into my soul. Then this girl says 2 words I will never forget. Octopus attack! What? No, really! Octopus attack! What is that? And then she started approaching. I tried to escape, but she full of Spider-Man jumped out of the pool and latched onto me. Somebody, please help me! She dragged me to the bottom of the pool. I legit thought I was gonna die. Somehow I escaped. I'm not sure how, but there might have been others involved. And I got out of that pool right quick. And I hung out with my mom for the rest of the time. And we just sat there and watched as the children destroyed the pool. So you think my troubles are over with this girl yet? Nope, wrong. So as me and my mom were walking out, this girl comes up to my mom and says, hey, can you arrange a hangout between me and him? I gave my mom that look. She received my message. Oh, maybe some other time, we'll see. And that is the story of how my mother saved my life. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the channel, and hit that subscribe button. Just flip and hit it. Okay, bye.
My name is Michelle, and I do break pack order fill. We're the ones that are getting...
First, there was Octopus Attack Part 1 when a girl fell in love with me and tried to drown me in a pool. And now, the sequel you've all been waiting for. By the way, I hate that video and I think it's embarrassing. So go watch it and make fun of me. Okay, into this video. It all started when my family went to a public indoor pool. I was holding my 2-year-old nephew Hank and playing with him in the pool. Then a girl came up to me and asked, "Are you single?" Yes? Who's asking? What? Why? How old are you? My friend really likes you. We're both 12. Okay, this is horribly awkward. I'm 17. I don't believe that. You're not the only one. She left to talk to the girl that supposedly liked me, which, by the way, how do you know that you like me? You've never even met me. Also, after this whole experience, my sister said, when they asked if you were single, you should have just said, no, I'm not single. This is my son. Which I have to say, I regret not doing. So after she left, I thought the interaction was over. But the girl who supposedly liked me came up to me and said, hi, I'm 16. Do you want to hang out? Huh, interesting. I seem to remember that other girl saying that you were 12. Also, who introduces themselves by saying, hi, I'm 16? Hi, 16. I'm Bryson. I said, sorry, no, I can't hang out. I'm busy. Like, low-key trying to say, no, please stop, without offending her, but she didn't get the picture. Do you have any social medias? And to that, I did what any reasonable person should do when being stalked by a 12-year-old. I lied to her. Nope, sorry, I don't have any social media. @Haminations on Twitter, link in the description. Okay. And she left. I told my family about the situation, and they all laughed at me. I thought my troubles were over, but I was wrong. I decided to go on the slide, and wouldn't you know it, those two girls were suddenly interested in the slide too. I decided to do some experimentation. I went to the lazy river, they were in the lazy river. I was in the children's playground helping Hank have fun, they were suddenly in the children's area too. I went on the slide, they were on the slide. Cool, they're following me. On top of the slide, the girls asked me again, are you sure you're 17? Yes, I'm very sure. Also, I'm not interested in a romantic relationship with you, let alone anyone right now. And I went down the slide. By the way, I'm a male and I'm straight. Stop asking. The rest of the night, I stuck very close to my family in the lazy river, avoiding the girls who were still following me. Also, the one girl kept doing these dolphin dives every time she passed. My family thought it was hilarious. Also, apparently the two girls asked my entire family if I was really 17. My sister Brittany said, yes, he's 17. It would be pretty illegal for him to date you. They just laughed awkwardly. Also, after we had all gotten out of the pool, the girls approached my mom in the locker room and said, are you Bryson's mom? Because I really like him and, my mom said, you can talk to him about that. The girl, knowing that I already said I wasn't interested, pushed harder. Does he have a cell phone? You can talk to him about that. Can you give me his number? You can talk to him about that. Does he have any social media? Where do you live? Can we hang out? You can talk to him about that. This girl tried to get my mom to force me to, quote, hang out with her and let alone get all her personal information. Luckily, my mom was awesome and saved my life again from a crazy girl. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Love ya. So, yeah, don't stalk people. See ya. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Hey, guys, what's up? Sorry that it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but since it's summer now, I'm going to have a lot more time to animate, so I'm going to be uploading as frequently as possible. So you can look forward to that with this channel. Thank you guys so much for all this amazing fan art. It blows me away that people around the world took time out of their day just to make something like that for me, to let them know that they like what I've done. I really appreciate it. I couldn't even put it into words how grateful I am. So if you want to send fan art, just go to my Twitter and send it to me, or you can just tag me, and I will like it if I've seen it. And you can also send it in an email, but I don't respond to all the emails, otherwise I'd be on the computer for hours. But you can send it to my email, but you won't be notified if I've seen it. So yeah. Also, my voice kind of sounds dumb right now because my throat's being dumb. And I'm just generally dumb. Okay, bye. Follow me on Twitter.
Airwick's transformation of oils into mist in 3, 2, 1.
And needs to be cherished. You see, I almost died just now. We must be grateful for the time we have, because at any moment we could... Hi there, my name is Bryson. Do you guys want to hear how close I came to dying? How I have sat on the fence betwixt the worlds of life and death, and be it by fate, be it by luck, be it by some otherworldly power that my soul was spared from almost certain death? Would you like me to illuminate the moments where the scythe of the Grim Reaper scathed by me, an inch closer and my very soul would have been expunged? How one moment was the deciding factor in a child's fate. To be or not to be was held in the balance of a single, fleeting moment, and should one misstep be taken, the scale would tip towards not to be. Did I survive because I was lucky, because a fluke prevented my life from going out in an indifferent universe, or was it because I was protected by some guardian angel? Luck or fate, it's for you to decide. All I can do is tell you what happened. All I can do is show you how my soul was spared. Okay, this should be fun. Gather around, children, ages 13 and up, and I'll tell you about the times I almost died. All these stories actually took place in North Carolina between the ages of 4 and 9, and after that, I never almost died again. Never almost died again. So I guess I was just wildin' for those 5 years before I chilled out. So there me and my family were, watching a movie together. We had just recently moved in, and I was laying down on the ground in front of the giant cabinet that held our VHS and DVDs. This cabinet was very tall and wide, but kind of skinny. It was also on carpeted floor, meaning it was a little bit shaky. Our solution for this was bolting it into the wall. But we had not bolted it in yet because, I don't know if you know this, but there are actually a lot of other things that have to be done when moving into a house. And bolting the cabinet into the wall is not the top of the list. It's right below feeding the children and giving them a place to sleep. And keep in mind, they were not getting any help from me because I was 4. If anything, I was messing everything up. Anyways, as I was laying down, I was grabbing the bottom of the shelf and opening and closing it with my feet. My mom, who was folding everyone's laundry, said, "Bryson, don't do that. The cabinet could fall. It isn't bolted in yet." No, thought little Bryson. I will not stop. Whoa. Hey, Bryson, you good? No, that didn't happen. I mean, the shelf did fall, but there's a twist. As Mom was folding laundry, she had subconsciously placed the baskets around me in such a way that when the cabinet fell, the baskets caught it, saving me. But I totally thought that I had died, because when the cabinet fell, it created a big gust of wind, and the doors opened, and all the CDs fell onto me, making more wind rush past my face. I thought that this wind was the sensation of my soul flying up to heaven. Bryson, are you okay? Is he dead? Am I dead? Oh, he's not dead. Brody, stop. So this other time, Kyle, who was engaged to my sister at the time, dared me to stand on his hands so he could lift me all the way up because... fun. He was older, therefore all-knowing, so I said okay. So Kyle, who was like 6 feet tall, lifted little 4-foot Bryson up. His arms were fully extended, which added like an extra 2 feet, so my head was 12 feet in the air. And to a 9-year-old, that's basically in space. Anyways, as I'm up there, I lose my balance. I tried to use the wall to stabilize myself, but I failed instantly, and I fell down head first. Kyle watched me falling to my death and activated his marine powers to catch me by the ankle. And I kid you not, there were 6 inches of clearance between the floor and my head. Had Kyle been 1 second later, I would have totally died. Kyle later told me that as I was falling, he thought, I can't enter the family like this. Hey guys, I'm so excited to finally marry Brittany and be part of the family. I love you guys so much. So anyway, I killed Bryson. Nice. Brody, stop. This next story is the real reason I made this video, because it was the most dangerous. You could argue that I would have survived the other 2 stories. That cabinet would only have broken a few bones. Or, you could survive falling 12 feet directly onto your head. Maybe. But this next story is the real deal. I would 100% have died. Cool. Brody! Stop. Mom and Dad weren't home, and it was raining outside. My brother Braden must have been bored, so he told me to come with him across the street because... Okay. Anyway, Anyway, we crossed the street in the rain when all of a sudden, lightning struck nearby. The sound shattered the air and shook me to the core. I was only like 5, so this really scared me. I started crying and running back to the house. I ran to the middle of the road when suddenly my foot planted to the ground and I froze where I was. Right then, a car sped right in front of me. I was shocked, but I unfroze and ran into the safety of the house. I watched through a window as a very scared Braden walked back to the house. He had watched me almost die after all. Just then, the car that almost hit me pulled in front of him, and the lady driving the car scolded Braden and yelled at him for my mistake, which was super rude because 1, it wasn't Braden's fault, and 2, that lady was the one going way over the speed limit in a neighborhood. Braden came back to the house, and things started to calm down, but I started to think about what had just happened. Then the thought occurred. Why had I stopped? I was running to the house and I hadn't seen the car and I had no intention of stopping. It felt like I had been stopped, and I stayed there for a solid second, and had I continued running in that second, the car would have totally hit me. So the question remains, was I stopped by some guardian angel or was it just luck? I don't know, but whatever it was, I'm glad I'm not dead. Yet. Several Brysons were almost harmed in the making of this video. Please subscribe so he doesn't die from taxes. And also follow his Twitter and his Instagram and buy his merch. And guys, February 20th was the channel's 3-year anniversary. Also, my 19 years of life anniversary is coming up on March 12th. I hope you guys like this story. I'm gonna be trying to post monthly from now on, so we'll see how that goes. Quality over quantity, baby. I guess this story is kind of a cliffhanger, cause you never know when I could die. Will Bryson survive to live another day, or will the underworld finally catch him in their evil clutches? Find out next month on Haminations. By the way, studies show that you're less likely to die if you subscribe. Okay, bye.
Don't forget, Appalachia belongs to us.
And I'm 19 now, and I drive a car. Wow, your voice is so high, and you look so young. There's no way you're 19. Since everyone ever thinks I'm not actually as old as I say I am, I'm gonna prove you all wrong. By driving this car. So guys, now you can finally stop denying that I'm actually as old as I say I am. Oh, shoot.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
You look a little too young to be driving. I need to see your driver's license.
No.
Hey!
Officer, please! I was breaking the law ironically. You don't understand. Anyway, I'm Bryson, and I don't like driving. Driving is scary. I just wish I could teleport. But I guess we're all still stuck with cars, and with that comes some funny stories. So, let's get into it. Soon after I got my license, I was looking forward to the opportunity of my first honk. However, no drivers around me had made any serious transgressions, so I hadn't had the opportunity to use my car horn at all. And I couldn't have just honked at nothing because I looked it up and it's actually illegal to honk for no reason. Watch. Put your hands up. No. Anyway, me and my mom were in the car together waiting for the light. The light turned green, but the person in front of me wasn't moving. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for. I can finally honk at someone. Here I go. He wasn't going. You stole my first honk! I was devastated, but I came up with a way to enact revenge. What? You? This other time, me and my brother and some friends were going to a trampoline park to jump around. Brody drove us over there, and we had to sign these waivers. So I start signing the waiver when a lady working there says, "Honey, you need your mommy to sign that." I'm 18. You're not 18. I am 18. You're not 18. Look, I get it. That lady was just doing her job. Kids probably try and lie about their age all the time at that place. But you gotta understand how frustrating it is for me to hear people denying my age all the time. And the condescending and rude tone she used was not appreciated. Since I forgot my license at home, Brody said, "Here's my keys. Go drive home and get your license. We're gonna jump without you. Haha, sucks for you." My friend Kira came with me because she's nice, and she listened to me rant about how rude that lady was in the car. Good thing I didn't get pulled over because I wouldn't have had my license. "I'm gonna need to see your license and registration." This is my brother's car, and I don't have my license, so no. Anyways, I got my license, drove back, and shoved it in that lady's face, and I got to jump with my friends. However, as we walked out to the car, we found out that in my passionate ranting about the rude lady, I had left the keys in the ignition, leaving the car unlocked and running. Maybe I shouldn't be allowed to drive a car. This other time, I was driving down a straight road, just vibing, when I saw someone in front of me pull up, waiting to turn left. For those of you who don't know how a left turn works, you have to yield to the traffic in the road until there's a big enough gap for you to turn left. So, I had the right of way, so I kept driving. Then the guy tried to sneak out into my lane, expecting me to stop for him. When I didn't stop, he hit his brakes, yelled angrily, and had the audacity to honk his horn at me. And I can honestly say it's one of the biggest regrets of my life that I didn't honk back. I should have been like, "Don't you honk your horn at me! You're turning left, broski, so if I were you, I would yield!" Learn traffic laws, you gremlin. Hey, you're under arrest for destroying that guy's car. No. Hey guys, it's me, Bryson. Subscribe and follow my Instagram and my Twitter and buy my merch. Now that that's out of the way, driving does kind of suck, but hey, I can't really drive anywhere now because everything everywhere is closed. Please stay quarantined and stay safe, y'all. Fight the spread. Unless you're spreading jam on toast. In that case, spread all you want. Did you guys like the video? It's funny because in the video I have multiple encounters with the police, but in reality, I've never actually been pulled over yet. Also, one time I was driving home, but I could feel myself start to fall asleep at the wheel, so I pulled off the road into a drive-thru and I got a bagel sandwich and I ate it. And then I was able to drive home safely. That bagel saved my life. Thanks to my amazing team, Annie and Nate, for helping me make this video. Thanks for the fan art, thanks for subscribing, I love you. And now I will leave you with some life advice from Bryson. Go pet a dog because it releases the chemical oxytocin in your brain, and that's the bonding hormone, and it's the same chemical released when parents meet their newborn baby. And it makes you feel good. Unless the dog bites you. Okay, I love you, bye.
Get this. Your detergent may contain disodium distyrobiphenyl disulfonate. Yeah, I don't know either. Switch to 7th generation. Clean clothes, no unnecessary chemicals.
I'm a Dell Technologies advisor.
Ich auch.
What is this?
And if you're a small business,
School. I've had all kinds of experiences with it. Sometimes you get a great teacher who can make you excited about learning and can clearly explain the content to you. I had this one science teacher who let me hold her snake on the first day of school, and the girls who were sitting next to me were all freaking out. "Oh my gosh, keep that snake away from me!" "What are you talking about? It's not hurting anybody. It's okay." That teacher was so good. She was strict yet nice. Also, she played the banjo at a professional level. But we aren't always so lucky to have teachers like that. Sometimes teachers are pretty bad. The worst teacher I ever had was my 9th grade science teacher. We'll call him Mr. Stupid Idiot. Literally, the only thing that ever happened in class was he would throw a packet at us, tell us the answers without explaining why the answers were the way they were, and then he would throw a quiz at us while he sat at his desk doing nothing. It was literally regurgitating information, followed by forgetting it all since it was so unexplained. One time, I was in class, and literally everybody was on their phone, since the teacher couldn't teach worth crap, as we all know. And since I was not learning anything, I pulled out my phone and texted my mom. And then, Bryson, give me your phone. I looked up at Mr. Stupid Idiot. You're kidding me, right? You do see how literally everyone else in here is on their phone, and you single me out? He just said, give me your phone again. I was so mad. Literally everyone else there was on their phone, but I guess since I'm a tiny little blonde kid, it made me an easy target because he was probably intimidated by the other kids. And I understand that I shouldn't have been on my phone in class, but I literally pulled it out for 2 seconds to text my mom, and the second my phone came out, he singled me out, even though everybody else was on their phone the entire period. In fact, my friend Dallin worked as a janitor after school there, and he was cleaning by the main office when he overheard a counselor yelling at that teacher. Why do I have so many people complaining to me about how they aren't learning anything in your class? Mr. Stupid Idiot said. I don't know why. I give them comprehensive study guides before tests. I have interactive class lectures with class participation, and I always ask, does anyone have any questions? Which are all things that he did not do. This not only proves that he was a liar, but it also proves that he knew how to actually teach, but was choosing not to. Why does this happen to me? At the same school in 8th grade, I took a ceramics class. Ceramics is working with clay and stuff, and that teacher was so nice. We'll call her Miss Ceramics Teacher. She would have lessons on how to work with clay and prevent it from cracking, or how to combine 2 pieces of clay together without it falling apart. It was so interesting and fun, and I learned so much. So, in 9th grade, I decided to take her class again. However, the class was only 1 semester, and I had her class in 2nd semester. So, I grinded through a semester of school until finally I could make cool stuff out of clay again. I had been hearing from my friend who had her in 1st semester talk about all the great projects they got to do, so I was so excited to get to work with clay again. I walked into class, sat down, and waited with anticipation. Then a substitute I had never seen before came walking in and started taking roll. I raised my hand. Where's Mrs. Ceramics Teacher? Oh yeah, she had a stroke. What? The week before I got into ceramics, the teacher had had a stroke and wouldn't be back for the rest of the semester. End my suffering. Also, don't worry, she is fine. She just couldn't teach that semester. So basically, that class was just substitute after substitute, and they all knew nothing about clay and couldn't teach at all. But they saved the worst one for last. His name was Mr. Salazar, just like Salazar Slytherin from the Harry Potter books. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he always had this blank expression on his face, no emotion. And one day he came into class with a laptop, looked at